Hey everyone, NETFQ here. As you can see, I'm in my healer again, which can only mean one thing. I'm running some event sites, and the one in particular this time around is a Crimson Harvest. So as you can see, I'm in warp to a Crimson Gauntlet site, and we'll see if anyone's there, and if not, we'll go ahead and do it. So fingers crossed that I'm the only one here. Okay, there is a wreck there. I don't know why there's a wreck there and no one else is here. But anyway, we'll go ahead and do this one. So the first thing you need to do is take care of these little guys because they're a pain in the butt and they do whip you. And what I'll do is I'll complete this site and then I'll show you my fit. It's basically the standard fit that I used last time for the Angel sites. Not a lot have changed. It's an active tank with my Pith shield booster. So yeah, take care of the small stuff. It's quite easy to do. And someone has already popped the tower there. So this is probably the last wave that they warped out before the last wave spawned, and hence why the beacon didn't go off. So we'll quickly finish the site. As I said, take care of all the small stuff first. These ones here, these cruisers, they do newt you out, but what I've found is with the oh yeah, we've got the last wave just came in. Yeah, the cruisers do newt you out, but what I've found is, especially with this healer fit that I've got, I don't have any issues with being neuted out. So yeah, it's not a problem at all running these sites. And yeah, just as long as you've got your afterburner on and you're orbiting something, it's pretty easy to take these guys out. You definitely don't need to do these sites in a battleship or even a carrier. I think that's a bit too much of a overkill. Especially, having that much ISCON field doing a PvE site, I think is not worth it, because there's only one of these, or two of these that appear in system at any one time. So if a bad guy came into system, 9 times out of 10 he's just going to warp directly to one of these event sites to try and catch something. And if you're in a carrier or something big like a battleship or carrier, then yeah, you're going to be pounced on pretty hard. But in a Gila like this, getting into warp is pretty easy. It doesn't take long at all. So if when Newt came into system, it's really easy for me just to get into warp and get safe quickly. Where it may be a bit of a challenge, especially if a carrier or battleship is not aligned out. It can be a bit of a challenge for them to get into warp quickly. But as you can see, keeping my large shield booster on all the time. This is a cap stable fit, so it's it makes short work of these sites. Definitely. I don't think any loose is dropped now. Excuse me, I think I've got a bit of a cold, so excuse me if my voice sounds a bit off and I cough a bit, so I apologize for that. Now this guy here, this Death Glow Splendid Cook, he is one of the rats that actually drops loot, hence why he's taking a bit to actually get down. Not sure why he's so heavily tanked, but I definitely do know that he is definitely one of the rats that drops loot. So what I'll do is I'll make my way over to him anyway, just so I'm not too far away, so I can scoop up the loot as soon as it drops. Yeah, Splendid Cook. Interesting name for a rat. Or even that one, Filth Wrecker. Quite interesting. Right, we'll kill this guy here, and we'll scoop up, see what we've got. Okay, we've got a blueprint for a Cerebral Accelerator. We've got some fireworks, and we've got a compact cap recharger. So not bad. At least we've got another blueprint. Oh, excuse me. Alright, we'll just take care of these battleships now. Or that battleship and that cruiser. And yeah, we'll just wait for another site to spawn and we'll do that. Because yeah, I don't know why the person that was doing this site left. Wasn't that nice of him to leave it out there, and but anyway, we'll finish it for him because we're nice like that. Right, getting this battleship down, and then we'll go and kill this cruiser quickly. Alright, he's down. We'll get rid of this cruiser. And he's down as well. So that's it. Oh, no, it's not it. And the reason why I know is that the beacon hasn't disappeared yet, and yeah, there's another wave that's just coming. So we'll clear out this one, which should be the last wave. So what I'll do is I won't release my drones until I've got the majority of them targeting me, which they are now. So now I'll release my drones. They can go kill the small stuff. So yeah, getting webbed by the small guys, these frigates, and I'm getting webbed. Oh, sorry, and then I'm getting muted by the cruisers. But cruisers are perfectly fine. They don't the newts on them don't affect the healer in any way. I'm still cap stable. I don't run out of cap at all. So yeah, really easy to do these sites in a healer. Gotta wait for my missiles to reload. Right, time to take care of these these healers. Oh, sorry, the cruisers. We've got some more frigates that have just warped in, so we'll get my drones onto them. Yep, good, get rid of them quickly. And then we'll start on these these cruisers. Come on. Set out my missiles with this last frigate here. Right, now we'll start on the the cruisers. See if anything's dropped. Yep, okay. Deathglow Brain Juicer. He's dropped something, so let's make our way over to him and see what he's got to offer. To kill the battleship yet. Okay, we just got a booster, so not that good, but hey, it all adds up. Might as well sit here, there's no point doing anything else. I could easily tank the remaining lot of rats. And we'll leave the battleship for last. Oh, and you know, one thing that I forgot to do is I forgot to click on claim reward. That's one of the really annoying things that CCP have done, is that each time you complete an achievement you have to claim a reward, and if you don't do that you don't get anything else. So if I click on that, I'll claim my reward, I get 10 points, and then the achievement resets itself. So I don't know how long that's been sitting there, but I've probably lost 5 points, something like that, because I'm sure that's been there for quite a while. So there's a lot of points that you can miss out on. You've always got to remember to click on the claim reward, otherwise you'll be missing out on lots and lots of points. Silly me, that's definitely my bad. Oh well. Right, and now that is that site done, because the beacon has disappeared, and these are just all wrecks here. There's no loot in them, so yeah, this site is now complete. What I will do is I will be doing the Crimson Harvest field site at some point, probably in a next video. I want to focus on the Crimson Harvest or the Crimson Gauntlet site for this video, because this is the main reason why I'm doing it for this video. So what we'll do is we'll just sit here and we'll wait for another gauntlet site to respawn, and we'll do that one from scratch. So bear with me, and I'll get back to you as soon as one spawns. So see you in a bit. I have a Crimson Gauntlet site that has just spawned, so I'm going to be making my way over there pretty quickly. I'll reload my missiles from the last site that we just did, and yeah, we'll make our way over there and see what we can get into. Now these sites are really easy to do in a healer, which is what I'm flying here. It's an active tank, it's got a Pith type large shield booster. This fit is cap stable, which is fantastic. So yeah, doing these sites is really easy to do in a healer. Right, we've just landed. What I'll do is I'll lock these guys up, and now that they're all targeting me, I will release my Valkyrie II drones, which I find make very short work of these frigates. Now these frigates, the only thing they really do is they do web you. So if you get a couple of them on you, you do slow down to a crawl, which makes it easier for the other types of ships, the battleships and the cruisers, to hit you. But because, as I said, this is a active tank ship and it's cap stable, I haven't had any issues with being webbed at all, or even neutered, because the cruisers do neut you. I have no issue, no cap problems with being neutered either. So yeah, this is a great ship for doing these sorts of sites. So I'll take care of this last frigate. And it's going to go pop soon. There we go. Right, now what I do is I normally take in my drones. The next wave has come, so I'll target the frigates again. I'll wait for them to target me, especially the cruisers. Make sure that they're targeting you, and I'll release my drones again. And off they go. Now these missiles, they only have a 29 kilometer range. The rapid light missiles that do EM damage. So they are quite effective. Not as effective as they are on the frigates and they are on the cruisers. So we'll just, now that this cruiser's in range, we'll just fire some missiles into him just to get him down. And my drones are making quick work of these frigates, which is fantastic. Just keeping an eye on local, making sure no newts come into system. And the last frigate is about to die. This cruiser's just about dead. Yep, okay, one cruiser left. And he is dead. So let's take the drones back in. Now I tend to make my way over to the actual structure here. I tend to go for this midpoint here, the fortified blood raider outlook. So I'll make my way over to that guy there. Let's see if any of them dropped any loot. No, not yet. So I find that when I do approach this outlook station here, another wave tends to spawn, so that's what I'll do. The idea is that you are supposed to pop these guys here, one of these shielding projectors, and then that spawns another wave. But I tend not to do that until all the other waves have been destroyed first. And as I said, there should be one wave that spawns as soon as I approach this outlook site. So we'll just wait for that one to come. Although it's going to make a lie of me now and not actually appear, is it? No, there they are. Delayed reaction. Right, so again, we'll take care of these frigates. Make sure that everything is targeting me first, which they are. And we'll get rid of these frigates. No, I don't want to split my drones. And what I'll do is get some missiles into these cruisers. Right, that one's down. Missiles are reloading. The only downside about having rapid light missiles is that they take ages to reload, which is a bit of a pity. Right, and the last frigate, get rid of that. And start on the cruisers. Missiles are reloaded, so I can start popping these as well. What I'll do is I'll lock up one of these cookhouse shielding projectors. I'll lock one of these up so I can kill it as soon as this last cruiser dies. Right, drones in. Just send one volley of missiles out to that thing because they die pretty quick. Boom, it's now dead, and we get a spawn of bad dudes coming. So again, lock up the frigates. Make sure that majority of them are targeting me, which they are. Release the drones, the Valkyrie IIs, and away they go, killing these frigates. Get them down as quick as we can. Making quick work of these. Lock up the cruisers as well. Oh, and again, not clicking on my rewards. It's always the way, isn't it? Don't know how many points I would have lost at the end of this event by not clicking on accept reward. I always forget about clicking it. Well, I forget to click it, I should say. So yeah, as you can see, my my shields are about halfway. That's because of these well, because of those frigates that were webbing me, causing me to slow down. But now that I'm going up to pretty much full speed, you'll find that this Pith X type large shield booster does get my shields back to full health pretty quickly. So yeah, it's nothing to be concerned of. Depending on how much DPS you've got, the sooner you can get the frigates down and get them dead, the better it is. But yeah, I'm quite happy with this fit. As you saw, I did get them down quite quickly. Yeah, sure, I was at half shields, but as soon as the frigates were down, boom, shields back to full health, no problem whatsoever. So yeah, still no drops yet. So we'll just kill this wave. Hopefully one of these rats will drop something nice. And don't know why I'm shooting that guy with my torpedoes, because he is a bit out of range. So what we'll do is we'll focus on something closer that my missiles are going to be able to hit, and we'll come back to that guy a bit later. That's the rat, as I said in the last site. The Deathglow Splendor Cook, they are the ones that actually drop the loot. So we'll actually start making our way over to that guy anyway, since he'll have some loot for us. And we'll just kill these two battleships quickly. Dun, 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 dun. About to die. Now we're close to this guy here. Right, we'll just kill this guy quick. My missiles reloading. What a fantastic time for them to reload. Oh well. Hopefully my missiles will be able to take care of this this cruiser before my missiles reload. I want your loot. Don't run away. Stay here. Let's be friends. Just about to die. Missiles reloaded. Great. Right, let's help them out a bit. Help my drones out. Straight in the butt. Missiles up the tailpipe. And it's about to die. And it is dead. And there it goes. Alright, send my drones over to the last battleship. And right, we'll see what this guy dropped. Oh, nice, okay. Got a Dark Blood Armor Kinetic Hardener. Faction Hardener, which is fantastic. I've got a Tech 2 booster as well, and a Cerebral Accelerator blueprint. Great, so we'll have all of them. And right, we'll make our way over to this last battleship for this wave. I think there's a couple more waves to go. Yeah, because the beacon's still there, so yep. We have not finished yet. Okay, this guy is now in range, so we'll send some missiles his way just to finish him off. It's quite interesting, isn't it? The missiles, they don't tend to go in a straight line, do they? They tend to zigzag all over the place. Quite interesting, that. And he is dead. Great. Right, let's get the drones back in. What I tend to do is I tend to make my way back over to the the beacon, because that tends to trigger the next wave to come in. Oh, here they are. Right, let's just go back over here. Let's just orbit this wreck, if I can select the wreck. Orbit 10k. Right, done. Brilliant. Right, let's get rid of these cruisers now. Everything's targeted me. Out come the drones. Get these cruisers, sorry, these frigates down as quick as we can. Come on. Okay, let's orbit the beacon at 500. Sorry, 5,000. Just to get away with these guys until we can get these frigates off us. Wow, that was a bad spawn, wasn't it? Right, last frigate. There we go. Get rid of this destroyer as well. And we'll target all the cruisers. get rid of the destroyer first, I think. Great. And last one. So yeah, probably what I should have done there is instead of coming back and orbiting a wreck and amongst them, I should have continued on to the beacon and orbited that instead. I think that's what I've done in the past, and I've had no issues at all. But as you saw, when I was orbiting something in the middle of the spawn, the last spawn, it did get a bit hairy. My my shields were just about gone, and I had to overload my large shield booster. So it's not exactly the best idea, because I have obviously gained some heat damage. But yeah, that was my bad. Not doing what I should have done in the past, and that's just gone straight back to the beacon and orbited that instead of staying in amongst the last spawn, especially with those four frigates with webs on them, even though 3 of them were only active at any one time. But still, it was quite a lot of slowness applied to me, because I was only going about 50 meters a second, which is far too slow, especially being so close to those frigates and the cruisers and the battleships. It's yeah, it wasn't a good idea. Alright, let's just get the last 2 down here, last 2 battleships down, and we'll see what this brain juicer has dropped for us. Hopefully it's something exciting. My missiles are reloading again, but hopefully my drones are going to take care of the one of these battleships for me. Just in hull, half hull, and it's now dead. Great. Oh, okay, we've got another. Well, this is a dark blood armor explosive hardener, which is fantastic. That's pretty cool. And of course, another Cerebral Accelerator blueprint. So yeah, awesome. So that's 2 basics and 1 standard. Great. I think this one here is an extended one, so you do get extended blueprints as well, I think. And my missiles have finished reloading, so I can help my drones out and kill this last battleship. Oh, and I've got to claim my reward again. Silly me. I always forget to do that. So annoying, that. And there we go. That's it. The beacon has now gone. So the site is now complete. And there we go. So yeah, pretty easy to do. So as you can see, that's the sort of loot that I've got at the moment. What I'll do is I'll go over to my other character, and I will show you the other loot that I've received. As you can see, there's a whole bunch of them here. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 basic Cerebral Accelerator blueprints, and I've got 2 standard blueprints as well. But other loot that has dropped is we've got a none of these true Sencha ones, sorry. I did actually get some Sencha microwave crystals. They did drop. I thought there was another type that dropped as well, but it's not here. Did I stick it in trash? No. No, it's not. Interesting. Okay, I thought there was a another type as well that dropped. This dropped as well. This warp disruption field generator dropped from one of them. I think this dropped from one of them as well. And yeah, we've got the Dark Blood Cap Recharger, which dropped as well from one of them. And this one here, the Dark Blood Small Focused Pulse Laser, dropped from one of them as well. So yeah, just you get a variety of loot that drops, which is fantastic. And I think these dropped as well. These Blood Raiders men's outlaw pants, they definitely dropped, and I think this dropped as well. This men's outlaw jacket dropped, and yeah, I think this one as well. So you do get clothing, you do get quite a few faction drops, and you get a shitload of these Cerebral Accelerator blueprints. And the great thing about it is, if we just highlight one of them, you can see that you get 5 runs per copy, which is fantastic. But you need to mine this stuff, which you get from the Crimson Harvest Field sites. So I'll be showing you that next anyway. But yeah, well worth it. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, yeah, I just don't like how CCP have done it, how they force you to click on claim reward to actually claim your rewards. It is quite annoying. Just the amount of points that I would have lost by forgetting to watch this and click on them when they become active. Yeah, but I'm getting there. Yep. I'm only, what's that, 60 points off being able to get my Gila Deathglow Hunter's skin, which I'm really looking forward to getting. And then yeah, eventually get the Imperial skin, and not that I'll ever fly an avatar, but again, it'll probably be worth to get it anyway, just to be able to sell it. Yeah, avatar Deathglow Hunter skin as well. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did like it, please give it a thumbs up. It'll really help me out. Or if you don't like this type of content, please give this video a thumbs down. At least I know what you guys and girls want to see and what you don't want to see. And if you did like this video and you want to see more, please subscribe. That would really help me out a lot. I would really appreciate that immensely. But until the next time, guys, fly safe, and bye for now.